Hello and welcome to yet another illuminating episode of Verses and Paragraphs and everything else in between. Thank God today I'm hoping that our network will carry us through. It's a wonderful morning or afternoon because it rained in the morning, and when it rained you won't believe it, this is afternoon and it's still cool and I'm not sweating. I hope I don't sweat. This broadcast is over. And hey, guess what? When it started raining this morning, I began to wax poetical. And not just was I waxing poetical, I finished waxing poetical. And one of my friends I was quoting from King James, Femi Ajibode, thank you for joining our live broadcast. Elizabeth Joe, thank you. Egodi, thank you so much for joining our live broadcast. Well, I am sitting outside on the balcony, and then like my neighbor would say, the soundtrack is the outside noises. So any noise you hear, just know it is from outside. Anyway, like I was saying, because it was raining this morning, I began to wax poetical. And then I wrote on Facebook, and the heavens opened, the lightnings flashed, the thunder rumbled, the rain began to fall, and cool came upon the land. Dr. Raphael James, my brother from another mother, thank you for joining our live broadcast. And I said, and cool fell upon the land. And my friend Otonye now said, is this King James or New King James? Because you know in King James you have thou, thee, listened, thundered. And I had to tell her that no, coolth is the opposite of warmth, and coolth means coolness. And that said, well, okay, I guess I better revisit common words with uncommon opposites. We've already done this one before, but I thought that since people were beginning to think that coolth was King James language, I might as well just revisit common words with uncommon opposites. Now, I'll begin with the very first one which we used, that is warmth. Warmth, which is moderate or gentle heat. The opposite of warmth is coolth, that is Coolth. We have common words with uncommon opposites. Now, your usual words, you see dark, light, up, down. These are the usual words: dark, light, big, small, above, below, questions, answer. But these words that we're talking about today are common words with uncommon opposites. John or G, thank you for joining our live broadcast. John is watching all the way from Abuja. Thank you so much. Elizabeth Joe is watching from Kaduna. Thank you for joining us for our live broadcast. Elizabeth says, I look good today. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Hi John, good to have you on our broadcast today. Bridget, Angel and Daffy. Angel and Daffy are watching all the way from Dallas, Texas. Thank you everyone for joining our live broadcast. Today we're talking about with uncommon opposites. The reason I use this one is because I had written a poem this morning. It was raining and it wasn't cool till now. That's why I can sit outside and I'm not sweating because the place is cool. And I had used the word coolth. And my friend Otonye in Lagos thought I was using King James language. And I had to tell her that no, coolth. Thank you so much, SS. I'm looking good. Oh, thank you much, everybody. I'm looking good today. That's what a little makeup and a wig can do for you. Anyhow, this common word with uncommon opposite is warmth, which means moderate or gentle heat, and the opposite is coolth, and coolth means coolness. Coolth spelled Coolth. Coolth. And then you have another. Thank you everybody for commenting. Thank you so much for your compliments. Agbonifo says, beautiful. Oh yes, happy you in Agbonifo Obaseki is my junior sister here in Lagos. Thank you so much everybody for your comments. We're talking about common words with uncommon opposites today. So we've talked about warmth. Everyone knows what warmth is, and the opposite is coolth. Coolth. And then another common word, distress. Everyone knows what distress is, when you have great pain, anxiety, sorrow, affliction, acute physical or mental suffering. You know when you are distressed. Now the opposite of distress is eustress. So you take away the di and replace it with eu. So you now have eustress. Stress that is deemed beneficial or giving one the feeling of fulfillment. So yeah, if you have stress that is beneficial to you, there are some kinds of stress that are beneficial and they give you this feeling of fulfillment, and it's called eustress. Eustress. Distress, everyone knows what distress is. So the uncommon opposite of distress is eustress. So we've talked about two now: warmth and coolth, distress and eustress. Then euphemism. I guess everybody knows what a euphemism is: a word or phrase used in place of a term that might be considered too direct or harsh. For instance, if you want to say that someone died, you just don't go ahead and say he died. Yes, good stress. Of course there's good stress. So you don't know that there's good stress. Check it up. You are number one for checking out on Google. Check it up. You'll find out that there's stress that is good. So back to euphemism. Euphemism is a word or phrase used in place of a term that might be considered too direct or harsh. For instance, if someone died, you don't want to say, the person has passed. Or like Christians, we say, he's gone to be with the Lord. So that is a euphemism. Now the opposite of euphemism is dysphemisim, using a harsh or unpleasant expression for a more neutral one. Yes, he's laughing. Dysphemisim, for instance, you want to talk about a mental hospital, you call it, or people call it loony bin. Loony bin. Here they will call it Yaba left or Yaba right if it's in Edo. So it's able to say mental now. So euphemism is one that you use a not too direct word to talk about something, while dysphemisim is using a harsh or unpleasant expression for a more neutral one. I remember I had a friend and she was trying to describe something. So that one is a fruit cake. When you call somebody a fruit cake, you are describing someone who has a mental illness. So you say someone has a fruit cake or is a nutcase. Then you have anonymous. Anonymous, going to say an anonymous author, anonymous poet. That means that the person is unnamed, or an author whose name is not known or is withheld. Or you could say you have an anonymous caller or an anonymous letter because you do not know who wrote it or you do not know who's calling. So the opposite of anonymous is anonymous. Anonymous. So you take away the an from anonymous and you have anonymous, which is the opposite, uncommon opposite of the common word anonymous. And anonymous means a given name. You can have an anonymous poet or an anonymous author or an anonymous caller. Then there is the word blacklists. Blacklist. Everybody knows what a blacklist is. Some people even have black books. A blacklist is the list of persons under suspicion or disfavor. Now it just follows that the opposite of a blacklist, if the opposite of black is white, then it's not too surprising to discover that the opposite of blacklist is white list. And a white list is a list of individuals or organizations having security clearance from government officials. So if you are working in a company and there's a blacklist, these people cannot enter the office. There's also a white list, and these are people who have been given security clearance to enter into possibly a government institution. We have the word postpone, and we all know what postpone is: put off to a later time. The uncommon opposite of the word postpone is prepone. That is, you reschedule to an earlier day. So if, for instance, you were going to have something, today is the 20th of April, and you had planned that it was going to be on the 30th of April, and you say, okay, because of certain things that are going to happen on the 30th of April, and we must do it within the month of April, the date has been preponed to the 15th of April. So you reschedule to an earlier day is prepone. So the opposite of postpone is prepone. And then of course nocturnal. Nocturnal is relating to the night. You have nocturnal animals, like a bat is a nocturnal animal, and owl is a nocturnal animal. So the opposite of nocturnal will be diurnal. So you spell Iurnal. Now, since that is so short, I decided that we could also do something else we've done before, and that is talk about irregular plural nouns. No, plurals of nouns. There are some weird plural words. Do you know that there is a plural form of the word beef as in the meat we eat? I didn't know myself until I came across this one earlier on. Beef. The plural is a weird plural word. The plural of beef is beeves, as in BEEVES. Essay, do you know that there's a plural of beef? This beef that people are always eating, the plural is BEEVES. It's a weird plural word. Now, opera, people go to the opera, is the plural of opus, OPUS. Ikechukwu Ama Alias Ikomoto. Thank you so much for joining our live broadcast all the way from Abuja. Opera that people go to is the plural of opus. So if opera is plenty, the singular of opera is opus. Then biceps. Okay, you people who have biceps like this, Dr. Raphael James and your biceps. The plural form of biceps is bicepses. Can you believe that? Then, when you have your brothers and sisters, you talk about my siblings. The plural form of nieces and nephews is nibblings. Nibblings, NIBLINGS. That's the plural form of nephews and nieces. Whereas you have your brothers and sisters who are your siblings. Siblings, plural form of nieces and nephews. Then octopus, that's 8-fingered whatever. Yes, beefs. This is all. I'm going to use this in school today. Okay, way to go, Ovo. Yes, you can use it in school today. Thank you to my big brother, Professor Alexi Fuamata. Thank you for joining the live broadcast. My brother is watching from Asaba. Today we've talked about common words and common opposites. Now we're talking about weird plural words. And did you know that the plural of beef is beefs? Ovo, you go, way to go. You use it there. And then guess what? Spaghetti that we eat every day. Do you know that the singular form of spaghetti is spaghetto? Did you know that? I didn't know. I thought spaghetti was just spaghetti. Spaghetti comes, spaghetti. But spaghetti actually has a singular form, and it is spaghetto. So one spaghetto, plenty spaghetti. Then of course these are words that we all know. Goose, plural of goose is geese, but the plural of moose is not meese, but moose. Brother Ifo essay they dig well for you, and she's saying happy birthday. Eric Osai, my cousin, is watching. When I catch I watch or wherever you are. But thank you for joining our live broadcast, Eric, and I'm waiting for you, and I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Eric Osai, I'm waiting for you. Then, if the plural of goose is geese, you would have thought that the plural of moose is meese, but it is not. The plural of moose is moose. Brother-in-law, brothers-in-law, passerby, passersby. Then a low life. You say that guy is a low life. The plural of low life is low lives. Not, life. The plural of life itself is lives. But when you're talking about the life, you only just add s. Millennium is millennia. Scissors is scissors. Bacterium is bacteria. Confetto is the singular of confetti. Confetti that you throw during weddings. Confetti, the singular of confetti is confetto. Cactus, the plural is cacti. Brother, the plural of brother is brethren and brothers. The plural of data, data is the plural form, and the singular form of data is datum. Now, school children have closed. They close early today. It's 1 p.m. and they're all passing by. So they also form the soundtrack for my broadcast today. I hope they don't stand to stop and stare, because I'm sitting on the balcony and I'm hoping they don't stop to stand and stare. Great, they're all passing by. Now when you focus is plural of foci. Foci is a singular form. Offspring, the plural of thing is offspring. Person, the plural of person is people. Series is series, sheep is sheep. Sister, the plural of sister is sistren or sisters. Esther, can you believe that? Elizabeth Joe, the plural of sister is sistren or sisters. Then of course we're talking about the school syllabus. You have syllabi, stratum, strata, series, phenomenon, phenomena, medium, singular, media, plural. Hippopotamus, singular, hippopotami, plural. Curriculum, singular, curricula, plural. Appendix, one. Appendices, plural. Aircraft is aircraft. Then pronouns that can take many forms. Some of them change just the last few letters. Some change vowels in the middle of the word. Some do not even change at all. So these are some of the words that are the same when singular or plural. You have pants, deer, corps, as in the youth corps, the armed military corps, or the peace corps, corps. So corps is corps. Then fish is fish, sheep is sheep, offspring shrimp. Okay, I've said that one. And then scissors. Then there are some more here. Okay, some end in O and have just S or ES. John Oluwagbemika, thank you for joining the live broadcast all the way from America. I cannot remember which state you are in. Thank you. Good to have you on our live broadcast today. We're talking weird plural nouns. So potato, potatoes. You just add ES. Memo, memos. You don't add ES, you just add an S. Volcano, volcano, ES. Tomato, tomatoes. There's some end I realize I mentioned syllabus, syllabi, fungus, fungi, stimulus, stimuli. Then some just change. Bacterium, singular, just change to bacteria. Curriculum, curricula. Ox, oxen. Then there are some words which end F or F sound and they are replaced with either a V and you add an ES, as in wife, wives. Thief, thieves, of course. Oh, my children are coming. Some of them are going to start saying good afternoon, afternoon. Wife, wives. Thief, thieves. Leaf, leaves. Life, lives. Knife, knives. Shelf, shelves. Then some change the internal vowel. Man, men. Mouse, mice. Foot, feet. Woman, women. Tooth, teeth. And then of course there are some tricky words. You have coat of arms to coats of arms, passerby to passers-by, sister-in-law to sisters-in-law. And I guess that's about the plural words we have. Our word of the day for today is neatnik. Neatnik, and it is a noun. It means a person who is extremely neat about surroundings, appearance. I know that Essay is a neatnik. Joan Orji is a neat because she's extremely neat about her surroundings and appearance. Elizabeth Joe is a neat snake. I don't know where else again the neat snake, but I'll hold up the word for you to see the spelling is Neatnic. And all the children downstairs are wondering what this auntie is doing upstairs holding up a book. So neat snake, Neatnik, neat snake. That is our word of the day. Someone who is extremely neat about their appearances and their surroundings. My friend calls it OCD. Is it something over excessive, something cleaning disorder? She calls herself that one because if you are drinking tea, oh no, she is like, oh no, they have to come. So she said, oh no, I have OCD. Is it over? I don't know what OCD is. Something chronic cleaning disorder. Do you know what OCD is? If you know, tell me. Our quotable quote for today is for daily inspiration, and it's written by Alan Rickman. Alan Rickman was an English actor and director known for playing a variety of roles on stage and on screen. And the quote is, a film, a piece of theater, a piece of music, or a book can make a difference. It can change the world. I'll read it again. A film, a piece of theater, a piece of music, or a book can make a difference. It can change the world. So this is daily inspiration. So many things can inspire for you to know like I'm going to become a reader. I always say that readers are leaders and writers. You need to learn to write. If you have it in there, you write it. And so I guess that's about all we have for today. Thank you everyone for joining this live broadcast. I'd like to wish everyone a pleasant weekend. We'll be back by God's grace on Monday. If you joined the beginning of in case you missed or you joined when we're halfway through and you like to hear what I think, in which you can go to my YouTube channel, type my name Irmena Amata, and it will come up. And there are many other videos that you can watch and many things I can learn. I am learning myself every day. It's not just you that are learning, I'm also learning. For instance, when I talked about what I talked about yesterday, did you know or do you know? I didn't know the difference. Was only yesterday I noticed the difference. So thank you everyone for joining our live broadcast. You have yourself a wonderful weekend, and we will soon start talking about what we're going to do to help to bring the book back to make our young ones read. So Ovo, Hugo, Daffy, Angel, have a fantastic day in school today and make use of the words you have learned. Thank you everyone for joining from America, from Abuja, from Asaba, from Kaduna, from Lagos. Thank you very much. So have yourself a pleasant weekend. Bye.